Hello, I'm Paddy from creativemedia.org.uk. Today I'm talking about a device which is both a lens hood and a lens cap. That's not actually a cap, but it's the nearest thing I've got to a cap. Anyway, anyone who's a SLR photographer and values their lenses will probably have one of these, a lens cap, and will probably have lost quite a few of these lens caps over the years. I'll be out taking nature photographs in a woodland or something, and I see something I want to shoot, and I've got to take the lens cap off, put that somewhere, in one of my pockets, get the lens hood ready, put that on, because quite often the lens hood is too big to fit in the bag, so I keep taking it off, putting it on there. And by the time I've done all this, the thing I was going to shoot has vanished, or the moment's gone, the sunlight's gone, something like that. And then I'm thinking, oh, where's my lens cap? Quite often I just put it down on the ground somewhere, and leaving bits of plastic lying around in woodlands is not good. Quite apart from me having to buy a new one, it's just not good leaving junk out in the woods. I've experimented with putting bits of string on, and so I don't lose the lens cap. But then I'll take a picture downwards, and it'll dangle in the way of the lens, and it'll just not work. So I thought there must be a device which is a kind of fixed lens cap which stays on the camera all the time. I went looking and I discovered the Hoocap. It's a hood as well as a stay on the lens cap, which is the best of both worlds. It's a bit bulky, so you will find it takes a lot more space in your camera bag, so you have to make allowances for that. But it is a bit of a dream product in many ways, but in some ways it's a nightmare product as well. I'll tell you why it's a dream product first. It's quite light, and, well, I mean, the main dream thing is it's a lens hood, it springs open, it takes the stray sunlight out of your shots, protects your lens, opens and shuts quickly, and also I tend to carry my camera over my shoulder like this, rather than doing the classic tourist thing like this, hanging it in front of my face. I don't know why I don't like doing that, but I tend to put it there because it's a bit more subtle. You're not obviously saying, oh, I'm a photographer, look at my cameras. But it tends to swing sideways and bangs against walls. And since putting the Hoocap on, every time it hits a wall, it always seems to be the Hoocap that hits the wall. And this plastic is a bit flexible, and it takes up a lot of the impact and protects my lens, quite apart from keeping the front element safe from dust and things hitting it. This protects my whole camera by bouncing off walls and rocks and things, trees. So that's another really good thing about it. It's only available for particular lenses, not including this Tamron 1750, which I've got it fitted to. Rather than buying a new lens to fit the Hoocap, all you need is a step-up filter ring, and you can make whatever lens you've got fit the Hoocap. Some lenses on the wider end will actually get some vignetting, some shadowing from the edges of the hoods because they're just too wide. On this 1.6 crop camera, the 17mm end of this lens is fine. I don't see any shadowing from the sides of the hood. Maybe if this was a full frame camera, I would get that, because I think the 17mm on this lens is the equivalent of 28mm. So if I had the full 17mm on a full frame camera, I might get shadowing, and that might be a problem. But on this lens it's fine, but it's worth trying it out first if you can on your lens, if you're not using one of the standard lenses that they make it for. Now the hate sides of this are maybe the price. I paid over £40 for this, and I was disappointed to find it was made of plastic. I thought it should be made of metal and a bit, well, sort of more professional feeling. But the main problem that I wasn't happy about was when I bought it, and you can see mine's been a bit modified, when it opened up it squeaked every time I opened it, which isn't a major problem, but also one of these flaps only opened that far. So I'd press the button, because that's what they're meant to have. They're meant to have a button on the top, you press the button, and the hood flies open. It didn't open, so I had to press the button and then push the flap back, which was annoying considering it's not a cheap item. A lens cap like this would be you know, £2 or £3, whereas this thing, £40 plus, you'd expect something to work really well. But worse was to come, and it's probably my fault to some extent. I was taking pictures from a bicycle with a basket. I put the camera in the basket, really handy for taking photos. You can fling your camera in the basket and zoom off at rapid speed, particularly if you're taking pictures in a place where you don't want to be caught out by camera thieves or whatever. You can escape quickly. But I went down a very rough track and the camera got bounced around horribly. The camera was fine, but the Hoocap wasn't fine. The button mechanism stopped keeping this thing closed, and it would keep springing open every time I moved the camera, or every time I put it in my bag it would spring open. So the whole point of having a cap on, particularly in my bag, to stop dirt getting in and stop hitting the elements, that was totally ruined. So I've done quite a few fixes on this. You can see all kinds of bits of gluing and stuff, cracks and things, and I've ended up putting this bit of Velcro on the front, which is a good solution. So I can open it up quickly and shut it quickly, and even though it's not as elegant as pressing a button on top, I think it's a lot more durable, and once this Velcro wears out I can replace it with some more and just glue that on as well. I do recommend the Hoocap, with a few reservations: the expensive price and the mechanism that doesn't work quite as well as it could, and the build quality is a bit less good than it could be. Even though this plastic is quite strong, you can put your filters on top of it, so the filter thread is still available, so you can add extra filters if you want, and that's pretty much all there is to be said. So enjoy your photography, and you can do it much quicker with a Hoocap. Thanks for watching.